Why hello there everyone, PK156 here, and as you can see, I'm gonna be playing through I'm gonna livestream the first Kirby game ever released on the Game Boy, 1992. I haven't uploaded in a while, but hey, I'm back, and we're gonna be playing the game in both difficulties, so without further ado, let's get into it. We'll be starting off by playing in casual difficulty, as I like to call it, in the first level, and with a little introduction as well. Might as well get that out of the way too. Just get into it. Yeah, 1992. Played this game a couple times. Good game, recommended. Currently live streaming this game through the Nintendo Switch Virtual Console, which was actually recently just ported onto the Nintendo Switch. Fun fact. If you have a Switch, you can actually play this game. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good day so far. Doing quite great. Decided to live stream this game since I haven't uploaded in a while, as previously mentioned, but good to be back after a little break or so. Get into this. I have to fight this mini boss over here. Poppy Bros, that's his name. Or Poppy Bros Senior to be more specific. Oh. As previously mentioned, this game has two difficulties. I'm currently playing on casual, but we'll be live streaming difficult once I beat casual in about 10 minutes or so, I believe. This game's pretty short. It was the first game released. It's not all that long. It was a beginner-based game to bring more people to the gaming genre within the Game Boy, so I'll give it that. It does a good job. I tend to really enjoy this game. It's sweet. It's a really good one too. I recommend it. It is pretty easy though. Again, there are two difficulties, but they're more so they more so feel identical. I mean, sure, difficult mode, or hard mode as I like, or extra mode as I like to call it, offers more of a challenge, but faster pace, I guess one could say. Anyways, first boss already, Wispy Woods. Again, as I mentioned before, this game only has 5 levels. And when I say levels, I mean actual levels, not worlds. Yeah, as you can see it, not all too difficult. Again, this game, the point of this game was to introduce for casual players, but I'd say they did a pretty good job for a game released on 1992 on the Game Boy. Anyways, stage 2, Castle Lolo. Also, as you might have noticed, this game also has some little introduction animations, which I do miss. Later games don't actually have this feature implemented within. It's a bit upsetting if you ask me. I do miss these. I do believe the last time they implemented was in Adventure, which was released about a year later. But that's about it. But that's about it, really. Oh, yeah. Personally, this stage feels more like a maze if you aren't too familiar with it, but it does have a simple route. Well, once you figure it out at least. I've played this game a couple times. I'd say it's one of the easier games to speedrun if you really want to go that far, especially if you're gonna play on hard mode. Ace. I haven't mentioned this, which is pretty bad on me, but this game you can use copy abilities in this game. This game only has 3 power-ups: the mint leaf, I think what's called the spicy rice, I don't remember what's it called, and then the invisible candy, which you just use. But in this game, Kirby can't copy. He can only inhale and exhale, or spit it, or just swallow. Ouch. And mini boss, we're gonna find Lololo. If for those curious, that's his name. We're gonna have to fight him later eventually. Spoilers. He's dead. I might as well show this off. You can also, I might as well just showcase one of the powers you can get. Just gotta avoid the boolers. I think that's what they're called. Weird name. Oh well. It's the second power up I was talking about. It's basically kind of just like an early version of the fire ability, if you will. If you want to call it that. If you really want to refer to it as that. Yeah. Sort of the closest things these are the closest things to copy of what is being implemented within the first Dreamland games. And yet again, this game was pretty short. Speaking of Kirby games, there's a new Kirby game coming out eventually, which I will live stream at. Stay tuned for that. And we're already at the boss. Lolo and Lalala. You have to refight Lolo, but more so of a slower paced fight, in my opinion at least. As long as you know what you're doing. All you gotta do is really just inhale the blocks and then just spit them back out. So, as long as you don't miss it, your intended target, of course, like I just did twice. Anyways, oh, Lala died. We don't know. You have to take care of Lolo again. You have to kill him again, if you will. He's dead. We got the Star Rod back. I think that's what they're called. I think that's what it's called. Oh, why, hello there, Gottnix. Nice seeing you too. Hello. Thanks for joining. I'm live streaming this game, and it's good to be back, if I do say so myself. Okay, stage 3. We're already halfway through the game, for those curious. This game only has 5 levels, but Float Islands, here we go. Close frame. I'm just straight up damage boosting. I mean, like, you guys could technically do that. Really, it's more so difficult to die in casual playthrough. I mean, it is technically the easy mode, if you will. There's another part I forgot to mention, was the microphone. First ability, if you want to refer to that as that. Nice. Want to avoid the coconuts. You don't want to get hit by those. There's a Kabu. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think that's his name, Kabu. Okay, so might as well get the soda bottle. I think that's what it's called. Health regeneration, if you will. Got hit. Fantastic. Oh yeah, they teleport too. At 1 HP. Great start, if I do say so, unsurprisingly. Hey, there's a Shotzo, I think that's what the cans are called. And I died. Would you look at that? Wouldn't be a P-Game 156 video. Wouldn't be a P-Game 156 video if I didn't die. Convenience. But oh well, this game's quite generous with checkpoints either way, so you really won't have to worry all that much about damage boosting, as long as you know what you're doing. Not a hard game to speedrun again. Might as well get the 1-up. We might need it. Thought I might show that off. It's quite easy to get live in this game too, especially by the time you get to level 4, as in the game. Let's do this. We got the boss. Here we go. First, we're gonna pop into a well hole for no reason. Fantastic. And hey, it's our fast travel, so we might as well take it while we might. Then comes the third power up that was introduced to the franchise, exclusive to this game, the mid leap. It's essentially just the spice rice. I think I keep forgetting what it's called, but you can mostly just use it, spam it a lot. It's a lot more spammable if you're flying. Anyways, fighting Kabula, that's his name for those curious. This game did take a lot of creative names into the. This game did actually implement quite creative names, if I do say so myself. A bit silly, but oh well. Gotta love the Kirby dance. Classic feature. Wait, stage 4 already. Bubbly clouds. Hey, yeah. Yeah, as I previously mentioned, I think it comes out December 24th. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Definitely gonna play that game. I played the original game. It was a good game. Recommend it. Oh god, I accidentally inhaled those. Crap. Those are Scarfies, by the way, and I keep forgetting not to inhale those. If you inhale them, then they're gonna chase you and you might take damage. They deal a lot of damage and they explode too, so keep your distance. Close call. Oh yeah, and the Umbrella City too. Everything's aggressive in this game. Especially in expert mode. Let's do this? Sir Kibbles. One of the more recognizable enemies of this game, in the game, if you will. The water boost too. This game also has a pretty good, sweet soundtrack, if you ask me. Good one. Honestly, level 4 is just mostly flying ahead and just keeping your distance from the enemies, as shown here. As many of you probably might notice, I tend to spam, when I'm flying, I tend to usually just exhale the air back out. I tend to do that just to get around quickly, since you don't get much distance when flying, so gotta love the extra speed. And these Gordos have patterns too. Everything had pattern back in the 90s. Programming worked back then. You have to fight Krakow now, that's his name. Actually, you have to fight him twice. That's a weird pattern, especially in difficult mode. Actually, I just say it's just as easy in difficult mode. Spoilers. And I accidentally killed the Waddle too. Slower pace, but oh well. Simple pattern, nature. Gotta love that. Again, casualty was the main phrase in mind when programming this game. And there's also another mint leaf power up, which you can also inhale too. Might as well take it. Gotta love that. So gotta avoid the Gordos. That's what I know. They're actually called Gordos. Those are their actual names. And the Waddle Dees too. Oh, just gotta avoid the spikes, blind spots, and kill the Scarpy. We're good. I need another spice rest. Level 4, I could easily say, is one of the more generous levels where it gives you power-ups. Fun fact, these shooting stars don't hurt us in casual mode, but they do hurt us in difficult mode, as I just showcased. They don't hurt us. Though if you're playing on difficult mode, then, or expert, you really do have to keep your distance from them, since they can hit you if you're not careful. Well, Matt, I might also show off one of my favorite Easter egg in this game, Moon. You can actually enter it, and you can actually get a good amount of powers with this by falling from the sky. Sweet. You can like get a various amount of effects, ranging from 1-ups, maximum tomatoes, the usual things you could use for extra lives. Especially gets intense in difficult mode. But anyways, you have to fight Krakow again. This is phase 2, if you will. And I'd say he's just as easy. In my opinion, he's the easiest boss in the game. And I accidentally killed the Waddle Doo. Fantastic. Oh, hey, I killed the Waddle Doo, and I killed him, and I damaged him at the same time. Who would have known? Well, he's almost dead. He only has 2 HP left. Oh, he has 1. And he's about dead. Easy. Anyways, final level already. After this last Kirby dance, which I do tend to enjoy. Satisfying to watch these animations. Well implemented. Anyways, the final stage, Mount DDD. Again, final level already. Let's do this. Well, yeah, we're pretending going to be playing the game through the game twice, but oh well. Might as well play it in both difficulties to show the differences. Yes. Also significantly changed. I also might as well point out that they significantly changed DDD's design from the Kirby games. In my opinion, I tend to like his old design. They changed this design again in Forgotten Land, and they're gonna change it again, and they changed it again in Return to Dreamland Deluxe. But I actually miss his old art style. He looked a lot more like Kirby, and I'd say, in my opinion, better at least. But oh well. The new design's okay, I guess I could also say. So probably mention that fun fact. In the US release of this game, in the cartridge, Kirby's actually white. He isn't pink. Fun fact. Though in the Japanese box art, he is actually pink. For those curious, I might as well thought I could point that out. Anyways, he just killed Kabula again, and he's more so one of the easier bosses. But let's kill Krakow again while we're at it. And sadly, you can't enter the moon again. I've actually tried doing so, but it unfortunately doesn't work. We also have to kill these Kirbys too. For an unexplainable reason, which pretty depressing if you ask me. Glad they never brought that back. Weird. But he doesn't fight Krakow again. He has a much easier pattern in expert mode, in my opinion. But oh well. Casual use a lot slower. You can also crash in this game if you really want to swallow enemies, which you could, but it's more so pointless. Since again, you can't use copy abilities in this game, since that wasn't implemented until Adventure, which spoiler alert, also plan to live stream soon enough. So that's coming up soon. Anyways, let's fight Lolo and Lala again. Might as well. Like the swoopers, I think that's what they're called. No, I forgot what they're in. I forgot most of the enemy names. Anyways, kill the Kirby, the Gordo gets this right, and then the boss gate opens, if you will. Surprisingly, they actually didn't really change their patterns all that much in expert mode, surprisingly. They're pretty relevant. Really, the only difference is it's a lot faster pace, which I do like. I prefer. I mean, this is 30 FPS we're talking about. Game Boy, 1992, everyone. Might as well just wait. Patience. And he's dead. For the second time. Anyways, let's go kill Wispy Woods again. Also known as the boss that constantly appears throughout almost every single Kirby game. While we're at it, might as well kill him traditionally. This is also where the most recognizable Kirby soundtrack originated from, which I gotta say, it's pretty sweet. I do love it. Let's fight Wispy again. We're gonna have to fight him 2 more times again. Fantastic, got hit by the apple. Say the best way to kill Wispy quickly is if you constantly stay on the ground, don't jump, or else it's more likely to get hit. He's dead. Easy as pie. Let's just go fight Dedede now. Boy, I will say, he's probably in my opinion the best boss in the game. He has a pattern. I actually like his patterns. Difficult to learn. It's proves to be quite a challenge if you ask me. If you don't know what you're doing. Most of the time, you might as well just keep an eye on his animations. If he runs towards you without the hammer, that means he's either gonna slam you or he's gonna inhale you. If he runs towards you with the hammer, then he is gonna smack you. Would you then have a frame to inhale his shockwave, if you will, or star? Yeah, as you can see, no hammer, and then he either inhales or just slams himself within the ground confusingly. I mean, this is kind of like a boxing match. It does have the atmosphere and the environment. I mean, we are in a ring after all, so. So recommend trying not to stay aerial too much in this fight, because Dedede's patterns are pretty dang quick. Yeah, he's almost dead. He has a lot more HP in difficult mode too. Not even gonna bother inhaling the hammer. It's gonna take too long. 4 HP left. 2 to 4. also has a chance to jump a couple times, as you noticed. Well, his casual pattern is pretty impressive and all for a game meant for beginners. I do prefer his expert mode pattern. It's a lot more challenging. I like the additional difficulty and spies it implemented within. I really gotta stop flying all that much and actually start inhaling his moves. I'm not doing any damage and I'm about to die, unsurprisingly. Hooray. Patience. I guess patience would be a good way to describe this boss. More so reacting to whatever he does and trying not to go aerial when possible. Anyway, he's dead. You got the star rod back, or a star. I actually don't know whether it actually was a star rod or if it was a star, but in Adventure you collect the star rod pieces. But hey, that just about wraps up the game. That's Kirby's Dreamland 1, casual mode. Though, as I said multiple times throughout the video, this is only part of the live stream. We're gonna be emphasizing the main focus on difficult mode, which I will showcase shortly after the credits roll. Yeah, you said it. You said it, God. Next Patience pretty much defies DDD's pattern in this game. I mean, well, that's actually a lie. I guess it could define every video game back in the 90s if you really wanted to speedrun getting to know the pattern, the enemy patterns and their perfect frame window to hit them or attack them. Anyways, the directors. Again, for a game on the Game Boy, I'd say this is one of the more replayable games on the system. Glad they decided to bring this game back. One of my favorite Kirby games. I mean, sure, it's easy, even with extra mode implemented, in my opinion, but I like its I tend to enjoy its replayability. Quite enjoyable, if I do say so myself. Nice credits roll. I love Victoria Inc. and Nintendo. Credits roll. That wraps up the game. And that just about brings it up. We brought all the food back. There it is. Bye bye. Indeed. And yeah, there it is. Good job. Press up A and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. Good luck. Still got a lot of the extra DD animation. But this is if you want to play your difficult mode. Which, fun fact, this code actually came back in Star Allies if you really wanted to spice up the difficulty within the X-Meter boss fights, but enjoyable, if I do say so. And DD runs off, since there's more to it. Anyways, quickly gonna reset the game. I'm not gonna use save states. Nice, up. There it is, extra game. Good gosh, let's torture myself. Here we go again. Again, mostly differences with the enemy patterns. As you can see, the Waddle Leaves jump. Most of the enemies are replaced, and faster pace. Myself, I like it. Pretty dang enjoyable, and there are also a handful of new enemies too, which I like. You can see the Waddle Leaves are faster. The Poppy Bros Jr. run a lot faster. Half the enemies are replaced, and they do a lot, and they deal a lot more damage now. And the enemy patterns have also changed in favor of a more expert playthrough with fast-paced action, which I like. Yeah, nothing like casual playthrough. This definitely has its own game mode. You got him. Yeah, this game has a lot of differences apart from most of the pattern differences and the different enemies used for this game mode. I like it. Puts up a lot more of a challenge, and I like it. Though you do have to be aware not to get hit. Try to be careful while you're at it. Because again, enemies do a lot more damage in this game. It's a lot in this game mode, and it's a lot easier to die than in casual mode. As you can see. Patience again. 30 FPS we're dealing with. You might as well you might as well take the best you can get. You know, thankfully this game is generous enough to keep the healing items. Most of them, at least. Not all of them, but respect that. Let's go fight Wispy's up. Let's go take a quick look at Wispy's updated pattern. I like it. Faster pace again. This time, he fights with Gordos too. Which, in this game mode, they deal 3 hard points, so try not to get hit. This pattern actually came back in Return to Dreamland on the Wii, which I like. So I'm glad they didn't just forget about the extra game modes and the added difficulty too. Enjoyable. I'm doing horrible. Oh, he's dead. We got the Star Rot back. I'm just gonna call him Star Rots. I'm too used to Kirby's Adventure. But we did it again. We have to fight him again eventually, as most of you already know. But anyways, might as well replay through Castle Lolo again. Yeah, enemy patterns have definitely been updated. I'm not gonna bother using the microphone, but save the frames while I'm at it. And also kill the enemies with the bomb too. And the Mr. Pumpkin, I think that's his name. Have replaced the other masks that look alike from the ones shown in Super Mario Bros. 2. In my opinion, at least. If you will. Yeah, and lots of new patterns implemented within the game mode, as constantly mentioned throughout the playthrough. Which again, I tend to gravitate towards a lot more for its extra level of difficulty. And I might as well do the same thing when Return to Dreamland comes out. I might do one last stream showcasing casual playthrough and then extra mode. So what's its new features too? Fun fact, or spoilers. I'll try to live stream the game as soon as I get it. On Friday, yeah, good time. Or on the 24th if you will. Anyways, you have to fight Lolo again, and he has an updated pattern. And fun fact, the lower he is, the faster his pattern gets, as you probably might have noticed. I might have just to wait at the top since it's a lot easier since there's a higher frame hidden, as shown here. And also try not to get hit by the Gordos again. You don't want to take 3 points of damage. Again, patience and RNG will pay off. He's dead. Good start. Anyways, don't think we might as well need the spicy rice for this. Oh well. Hey, all 3 at once. Gotta love that. And they almost damage boosted. Though you can get you can get a health regeneration, and I accidentally took damage with the Gordo again. Hooray. Well, the boss doesn't put up much of a fight. Just quick, just a lot faster pace. Again, much more towards my liking. Might as well kill them both. Again. Well, we're gonna have to kill them one more time after this, since we do have to refight them in the boss rush in DDD's castle, so... Again, say probably stay in the middle. They do have a chance of both come at you at once, but patience, again, defies this. It mostly defies this game. Again, 30 FPS. Take what you can get. Oh, they're almost dead. They both only have 1 hard point left, and they each have 3 health, and which adds up to a total of 6 health you're dealing with here. Again, as long as you know what you're doing and you have enough patience, it pays off. Oh, goody. Yep, he's dead. Or she's dead, sorry. We killed Lolo first, and then La La La. Yes, those are their actual names. So, fun fact, speaking of strange names, speaking of the sillier names, fun fact, Kirby's original name was not Kirby, it was actually Popopo. I know, it sounds weird, since it was more so trying to sound more like GDD, but glad they changed it. Kirby, I prefer the name Kirby better. Fun fact. Gotta love the bomb. Yeah. Again, if you're gonna fly, since flying won't give you much distance, I recommend constantly spamming the XL button or B, whichever you prefer. And would you look at that, 1 hard point, unsurprisingly, and about to die. Hooray! Didn't even get a frame to use my microphone. 30 FPS are dealing with it yet again. Patience. Yep. Almost got hit again, and I got hit by the coconut this time since didn't notice it. Again, you're gonna have to be a lot more careful with the amount of damage you take, since enemies deal a lot more damage in this game mode than in casual. And hey, fun fact: the coconuts explode in this game mode, so gotta love the extra effects added to them. Might as well show that off. Inhale it. It'll come later. Also, the Kabu started place with much faster paced enemies, and I just died. Since I couldn't inhale quick enough. 30 FPS again. Uh-oh. Coconut spawns from the other side this time. Thought it might have tricked you. And yeah, enemies. There are homing enemies too. Gotta love that. Everything can literally kill you in this game mode, which I like. I kill the blippers, basically cheap chiefs, but oh well. Kirby cheap chiefs, if you will. And gotta avoid the Blatzies. Yeah, that's what they're called, Blatzies. And good gosh, they won't even wait for you. Again, you can basically everything can kill you in this game mode if you're playing in extra mode. Might as well also point out that when you eat the spicy rice, I'm gonna refer to it as F now since I don't remember the name. And if you dive in within water, it's gonna cancel out the effect, since it's gonna cancel out the effect. So whenever you have it active, try to avoid going in water if you want to keep it active. Thought I might have pointed that out. Anyways, into the whale hole again, and back to bubbly clouds we go. So you have to kill Kabula again to get the Sorod piece back. Don't even worry about the enemies. They won't home within you this time. Though Kabula's pattern is updated, which I like. Homing bullets, gotta love that. Yet again, anything can kill you, which is always sweet. Unsurprising. Oh well, here we go again. 2 lives left. I've already taken damage. Fantastic. Make that 2 hits for that matter. 3 hits. Oh, 4 hits. Yeah, 4 hits. Here we go. Yeah, now we're even. Hey, 1 health. There we go. Bubbly clouds yet again. You can actually skip the animations, but I enjoy them again. I wish they brought this. They brought this feature back. Ever since ever since Superstore actually, when they stopped implementing these features, or these cutscenes, if you will. Scarpies are back. Though thankfully, though nothing about them really changes in this game mode. I guess you could say the explosion duration does change a bit, but that's about it, really. Hey, got hit by the whiskers. Fantastic. Yes, that's what they're called. Literally. Oh yeah, and for that matter, there are homing parasols now, and they kill you. Gotta love the extra feature implemented within. Sweet. And I got hit by the Waterloo again. 30 FPS, everyone. And I got hit by the Waddle Dee for that matter. Fantastic. Good gosh. Let's just gotta not get hit by the homing parasols this time. No, instead I get hit by the most common enemy, or the second most common enemy, if you will. Oh well, at least I killed the second enemy, and I got hit by the Waddle Dee. Good gosh, I'm about to die again, and there's about another enemy that can literally just snipe you across the screen every 5 seconds, as shown. Again, patience. Patience is the best way to defy this game if you really wanna not take any damage at all. Keep in mind, again, I've said this multiple times and I won't stop saying it. 30 FPS you're dealing with. It's 1992. Oh, at least I killed the Whiskers this time, and I didn't get hit by the Waddle Dee. Patience. I also dodged the other enemy too. And surprisingly, I actually got the homing parasol to actually despawn. That's a first. Anyways, the Sword Cables were replaced with these enemies, who actually have boomerangs this time. I forgot what they're called, but oh well. Again, new layer of difficulty. The hitboxes are pretty weird, but oh well. Again, mash exhale if you're gonna fly, or else you're not gonna get much distance, and you might die too. Since flying was put into consideration when they made this game, since you could just pretty much cheese levels with this. Just gotta deal with these Whiskers again. I know, the names are a bit weird. I mean, look at this. We went left last time. We might as well go the opposite way. There's actually an Easter egg here. Fun fact, and we get the mint leaf too. Thought I might show that off. It's a sweet one too. Yeah. Remember when I said Bubbly Cuts was pretty dang generous with items? Yeah. It's still apparent within. Anyways, Kracko. Yeah. He's just as easy. His pattern's only just quicker. Just stay in the corner, he'll never hit you. If you're precise with inputs, that is. He's dead. A lot easier than in casual mode again. Well, not really. It's the same, but faster pace again. My preference gravitates towards. Yes. Mint leaf. Let's go. Almost glitch out of bounds. Oh well. We don't need help with the generation this time. We could go. Might as well take the risk. So I might justify that I'm specifically emulating this game mode on Game Boy Pocket too, as shown by the colors. It's black and white, not gray and green as it was with the original Game Boy. My preference does gravitate towards, and yeah. Again, in my opinion, the shooting stars are a lot easier to dodge in difficult mode. Again, try not to get hit. They will damage you. And then just dodge the Sword Cable replacement enemies, and then you're good to go. Could use health regeneration, so might as well take it. Anyways, this time Gordo spawn. Gotta love that feature. But oh well, might as well take the maximum tomato too. Else we constantly fall from the sky. So you know what? We need the 1-up. We don't want a game over. And we almost got hit too. It's also a falling Waddle Dee for an unexplained reason, which I gotta love. Or you gotta love, sorry. Anyways, Kracko. Again. His pattern is much easier to learn in difficult mode. Just stay in the corner and just react to whatever moves he does. animation's a big part of this game. If you really pay close attention to the animations, then you're pretty much gonna dodge every single attack, every single enemy attack in the game. Along with the combination of patience yet again. Again, preference goes because it's faster paced. Could do with a speedrun. I like it. Anyways, we got the sword back, and now that wraps up World 4. Bubbly Clouds, if you will. Yeah. Mount Deedly. Here you go. Let's beat him again. Alrighty then, we're about 40 minutes in the game. Love that. Here we go again. Crash land within Deedly's castle. I always start Kapua, since he has a pretty quick pattern. I prefer taking him out with full health, so gotta be careful. Save the frames. Yeah, nothing really changes about the rematches. Again, depending on what difficulty you're playing in, it's just a lot faster paced with upgraded patterns, which I like. I would really say the only boss who really didn't change at all was probably Crackfo. His pattern was, in my opinion, a lot easier to learn than in casual mode. But apart from that, I'd say probably my favorite pattern in the game probably goes to either King Dedede. He has a good pattern and I like it, since it's tricky to learn and it's well implemented, which I like. Anyway, Kabulu's just about dead, and we might as well take out Crackle since we're almost guaranteed not to take any damage, if you know his patterns correctly. Just kill the Kirby again, sadly. Who knows if there will ever be an explanation to follow the death of many Kirbys of this game, unfortunately. Disclaimer, perhaps no Kirbys were hurt. Oh gosh. Again, react to whatever moves he does. He has a pretty dang easy pattern to learn. Fast pace, which I like. He's dead. Hooray. Barely made it alive out of that one. Music changed too, which I like. Anyways, you just gotta not get killed by the Mr. Pumpkin. Hooray, I actually dodged them for the first time. Goody. Anyways, sadly gotta kill the dancing Kirby again. Good gosh. I almost got killed too. And I missed. Patience. Dealing with 30 FPS. Almost dead. They're both almost dead. I think Lala has 2 HP left. Yeah. Now they're both back down to 1 HP. And that's just about the first one who I make contact with. Which just so happens to be Lolo. Goody, now I just gotta kill Lolo now. Patience is key. She's dead. Oh goody, now I just gotta kill Wispy without dying. Good gosh, let's do this. Oh god. What? Chicken and then, yeah. Poppy Bros. Then kill the Kirby. Oh goody, let's see what abomination comes out of this fight. Goody. 30 FPS. Hooray. Half my commentary in this video has just been 30 FPS, but oh well. can't blame myself. This game is quite slow. Especially if you have quick reflexes. That is apparent. Oh well. Might as well take the rematch with full health while we're at it. In preparation for DDD. Patience. Oh goody, and I got hit by the Gordo. Just about dead. He died. Alright, let's fight DDD. He has way more health now, which I like, and his pattern's upgraded too. Gotta love that. Again, try not to go aerial too much. You're guaranteed to die a lot more often if you're aerial within the fight. Ground-based combat is the way to go. It's also gonna. Oh god, I got hit. Fantastic. I also do believe depending on how far away you are from it, he will jump, I think. No. Or actually, maybe. Might as well. One down. Alright, 5 HP left. Dead. Game over. Fantastic. Though this game again is pretty generous, so we might as well fight him at full health. Patience again. Let's kill him. And I missed my frame. Fantastic. Again, try to remain ground-based combat's the best way to go in this game, especially with the FPS. Good gosh. Slow and button been put in. Oh god. Super jump. Inhale. Yeah. Really, if you're gonna go aerial, then your biggest fear is if he's gonna super jump, or if he either does a hammer jump. And it's unlike Adventure, he actually can't fly in this game. Yeah, that feature was only implemented in Adventure. Again, I thought I might as well show up that aerial-based combat is not the best way to go, especially if you're gonna fight DDD. Good gosh. Barely dodged that, and he barely killed me again. Oh god. You really want to keep your distance from him. You don't want to be too close, but not too far away, because again, he can super jump. As shown there. As shown. Again, keep your distance. Especially if he inhales, yeah. Super jump, yep. Oh god. Gotta save the frames while keeping my distance away from him again. Good gosh, you almost killed me. Oh, again, there it is. Aerial combat is not the right way to go. It's only benefited if you want to get some distance away from him, but that's about it. I do not recommend aerial combat. Just got away from patiently for him to either do his hammer or his super jump again. It comes with RNG and patience. Whoopie-doo, I died. Good gosh. I really gotta stop going aerial that much. Fantastic. 30 FPS. Yep. Again, keep your distance. See, if the closer you are, the more likely he is to inhale. Keep your distance from him. Don't try not to get too close to him. Again, the inhale. Good gosh. Well, we're off to a great start. I've barely done any damage and I'm just about halfway dead. So there is one window where you can't technically get away from him once you hit him. Alright, there you go, that's more like it. RNG and patience. Good gosh, almost hit me. Good thing I exhaled. Because do take note, when you're aerial, your hitbox increases, as shown with Kirby's size. Alright, let's do this. Hey, got him. Hey, would you look at that? Beat the game under an hour. Hooray. I just gotta watch the credits again and enjoy the satisfying victory. And that's it. That's Kirby's Dreamland, both wrapped up in both beaten in both easy and hard mode. God love it. There goes the ending again. Now it goes the castle. Oh, there you have it. No save states. No save states. Alright. I just hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I severely enjoyed making this. One of my favorite games on the Game Boy. Love the difficulty spike with expert mode too. Much faster pace and its replayability just makes this a great game to come back and play whenever you feel like it, of course, in your spare time. Indeed, luck. Say with DDD, if you really want to get a good pattern on him, it's either RNG. It's more so RNG and patience. If he does super jump and then if he immediately pulls out his hammer, then you're guaranteed to get a good amount of two hits on him. Assuming you don't go aerial, of course. Again, your best bet is to not fly with it unless you want to get distant from DD, or else you will die. He can't easily kill you since his patterns are pretty dang quick. And that wraps it up again. There goes the ending, and the food is restored. So if you're wondering, the plot of this game's silly. In other words, CDD has stolen all the food, and as long as I have the Star Arts giving the citizens of Dreamland their food source, and now you have to go get them back, which is the plot of the game, and we just did so, and there it goes again. Bye bye. Though this time, with Extra Road, you actually get to know the names of the many enemies. Chotso, Waddle-Dee, Bruntbird, Waddle-Dee, Gordo, again. Sweet detail, gotta love it. Those Britzo, Cappy, Poppy Bros, Greener, Twizzy. Even the extra mode enemies too. It's pretty funny. Poppy Bros Senior and Wispy Woods. Extra details, which again, pretty cute if you ask me. Booler, Whirly, Broomhatter, Flapper, Mummies, Two-Face, Chunk, and Lololo and Lalala too. Enemies from Floating Islands. Flipper, Kabook, Swishy, Witzer, Connor. And Kabula. Keep on the Bubbly Clouds enemies too. Sir Kibble, Dizzy, Collar, Puffy, Scarfy. And Kracko. There's 2 iterations. And even the extra mode enemies. Cruiser, Tuki, Blubber. Little details, gotta love it. There's a Lolo extra mode, Scholar, Mr. Pumpkin, Chucky, Gaspar. Shotso, Grumbles, Peacer, and Watso. Again, silly names. Very silly, but creative, yes, if you ask me. There it is. Whiskers, Boomer, Benny, and Cuckum. Especially like Whiskers. Silly name. And King Dedede. Now that wraps it up. That's Kirby's Dreamland. And we also get to watch an extra ending animation, which I like too. There it is. You're a hero. Press down Rant B and select on the title screen for the conflict mode and more fun. And there it is. There's the extra animation too. With Kirby and Dedede. There it is. Where he wakes up again. And yeah. Well, there he goes. Cute animation. Anyways, that wraps it up. I actually might as well show this off too. Yeah. Let me just reset the game. There's B, select, and B. There is configuration modes. If you really want to spice the difficulty, you could play 1 life and 1 life if you really feel like torturing yourself. Pretty cool. You can do plenty of stuff with this, and you can even use the sound test too, which taxes all the music and sound files, which I severely enjoy. And that's shown here. Extra details, which I like, makes the same game all the more replayable. You even got to watch a cute Kirby animation as well. Anyways, that wraps it up. That's Kirby's Dreamland 1, everyone. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Again, I will live stream the upcoming Kirby game, which comes out the 24th on as soon as I can get my hands on it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you there. I might live stream around that time. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you all enjoy this video.